So I had met this guy who, we were all out together, a few models and a few guys, and we were all chilling. And like, he was just in my ear, like telling me what he got. And I never really want to like fall for that. Like, I don't like to be impressed that way. I like to be impressed outside of the money, even though everybody likes money. And he was like,
Everybody.
he was like, oh, like, let's chill afterwards, whatever. And I'm like, all right, bet, let's chill. So I had some time and I went with him, and we went to this place where I had already been, a house I had already been for a previous music video. And he was saying that it was his house. And yo, when I tell you, I'm like, I was letting him talk because I wanted to see like
the story
Absolutely. And like how much he was gonna take it. And yo, like, I was just like so baffled at how he was so like trying to convince me that it was his house.
Oh my
and
God,
then yeah, at the end I told him.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Hope all you guys are doing well. And I just want to take a few minutes and chop up game with you to give you more clarity on understanding of, I know it seems like trying to lie, manipulate, and deceive a woman into liking you is the fastest way to getting in between her legs. But what you have to understand, even in this video right here, is that unfortunately for a lot of guys out there, they don't realize that she has met you before. And what I'm saying as far as met you before is that it's not that she necessarily met you before. It's just it's a certain amount of behaviors that you display that she has met before. And clearly, a lot of guys are always trying to impress the woman by not just being who they are, but they want to add on lies or some type of a tactic or manipulation to make the woman feel like that he's special. And it doesn't work that way. If you listen to the video clip of what you saw, the woman clearly said that is not impressive to her, and things like that don't impress women as much as most guys think, because we're too busy looking at what we think a woman wants or needs versus just being that need or that want. But remember, as I told a lot of you before, sometimes your perception and how you see the world is why a lot of y'all gonna have problems, because your perception is based off of what you think her perception of you is going to be. So what you do is you try to tailor who you are to fit what you think that woman really wants, and it just doesn't work that way. The game will never work that way. And when you begin to cultivate and begin to understand, the more you begin to work on yourself as an individual. See, impressing a woman was never something that I always set out to do, because I was impressive enough to myself. I don't need to impress a woman, but even though I don't need to impress a woman, I know I'm going to impress a woman because of who I am as she begins to peel the layers back. Most of us don't realize that when you're meeting a woman for the first time, she's not really meeting you, nor you meeting her. But also what's important to understand is that she is going to begin to peel back layers to see what you are behind that text message, to see what you are behind your phrases and anything else that you say. And if everything doesn't line up, meaning that the way you came at her doesn't line up with what you are when you're talking to her, she's not going to mess with you, because she's going to feel that who's the real you? Are you the real you that I met first, or are you the real you that I'm texting to right now? And that's why we always try to keep it as a single-minded man and focus on what you need to focus on. Because that way, when you meet her and when you put your bid in and then you begin to talk to her before you really meet on a face-to-face, you're never changing who you are. And it's the one thing women are always looking for when it comes to men. So it's just something to really consider and something to think about, because right now your perception of reality is based on your perception of what you think the woman perceives you as before you even meet her. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to floss ourselves and try to be more than what you are, because if you're flossing your money, you've got to maintain whatever it is you're flossing to that woman. So instead of trying to maintain something that you're not, it might be better to just maintain a sense of self and showing the woman why she should get on your squad. The impressive part from a woman comes from a man that can sit back, chill, know what he's doing, knows how to make moves, and is not trying to rush things. Those are impressive. Why? Because the average individual is always pushing the sex narrative. What throws a woman off is the one that doesn't push the sex narrative, but can have sexual conversations, can flirt in a sexual manner, and make her feel sexual without even trying. Those are the things that's going to impress her. And here's the big thing: it doesn't take a nice car, it doesn't take money, it doesn't take clothes. It's how you feel about yourself. But always remember, and I always tell you, if you don't have a belief in yourself, then your thinking and your behaviors are never going to line up. As soon as those things don't line up, that's when she's going to see that you're not being 100. You're not being authentic, and you're going to turn her off. So, gentlemen, just think about what I'm saying. There's no need to try to impress a woman by lying to her or trying to be something that you're not. Don't do that, because it's only going to lead you to a way where she's either going to use you or not want to be with you. I know a lot of y'all guys love to hear, you know what, go ahead and use a tactic or a gimmick. But these women are very smart and they know what they're doing. They know how to control the board. So it's time to take that control from them by taking control of yourself.